It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Monday, August the 14th. I'm Michael Groff. Yesterday in the valley, scattered showers and thunderstorms in the morning. A soupy day, so we managed to only sneak up to 99 degrees during the afternoon. We set a daily rainfall record at the airport as well, with a third of an inch, breaking the previous record of 0.3 of an inch from 1901. Now today, we start a drying trend. The monsoon once again goes on hiatus, and that'll be the case for the next several days. And an added bonus, lower temperatures. In fact, readings should be somewhere at or below normal levels for middle August. So let's talk about it. As we look outside this morning at 7:10 a.m., partly cloudy skies in the valley right now, 83 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 68, humidity 61%, but it will be drying out as we go through the day. The winds are light and the barometer is rising. Temperatures across the area this morning, 72 the cool spot at Fort McDowell, 77 at Maricopa. Most of us in the metro, however, are in the low and middle 80s. Here's the water vapor satellite view, and drier air is coming in on the westerlies. It's going to take a little while for it to mix down to the surface, but once it does, you're going to feel it, that's for sure. Deep troughing setting up across the west as well. That's responsible for the intrusion of dry air. Here's the watch warning map. Still some red flag warnings and a couple of air quality alerts across parts of Idaho and Montana, thanks to wildfires burning there and across western Canada. But that situation is improving. Elsewhere, dense fog advisories, parts of South Dakota and Minnesota, a few flash flood warnings in southeast Arkansas this morning. And all that red you see off of the east coast, those are tropical storm warnings thanks to GERT, but that's moving away from the U.S. East Coast. Won't be a threat to anybody. On the convective outlook, a marginal risk of severe storms, parts of Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, and Nebraska, as well as eastern New Mexico and parts of the Texas Panhandle. And as far as our weather, let's get into that right now as we hit the models and see what's going on here. This is the GFS. It's the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. And this is an upper chart that we would see maybe in late September, not the middle part of August. Deep troughing setting up across the west, and westerly flow going to scour out the monsoon moisture today. Maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm continues in the far eastern parts of the state. But with westerly flow and drier air coming in, those dew points are going to be coming down through the day. Look at these numbers. This is by 5 o'clock this afternoon. Dew points down into the mid and upper 40s here, in the upper 20s over the deserts of southeast California and intruding into western Arizona. So the dry air will be with us. So we'll say a mostly sunny sky after the mid-morning hours, and high temperatures today, upper 90s to about 103. Should be pretty nice. Tonight, slightly drier air, lows mid-70s to low 80s with mostly clear skies. And tomorrow, sunny, lower humidity, highs 98 to 102. On Wednesday, we start the day out in the 70s for just about everybody. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe the coolest desert spots get into the upper 60s. And with that dry air and the presence of deep troughing over the west, highs only in the upper 90s to about 101 degrees. So temperatures well below average. Thursday, dry air, sunny skies, highs upper 90s to about 103. We'll tack on a couple of degrees for Friday. We'll say 100 to 105. And then on Saturday, a little bit of moisture starts to creep back toward the southeast corner of our state as the flow aloft starts to veer just a bit. But I still think we're going to be dry here in the valley. Sunny skies, highs 101 to 105. Sunday, a bit more moisture comes in. Scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms in the eastern third of Arizona, and maybe one or two of those storms sneaks into the deserts toward the valley. So maybe a very slight chance that we'll see storms by Sunday, but about the only thing you'll notice sensibly, I think, is the humidity starting to creep back up. Highs 102 to 106. Let's go out to a week from today. This is Monday, the 21st of August, the day of the solar eclipse. High pressure over the southern plains, troughing along the west coast. Moist southerly flow coming back in here. A chance of showers and storms. The GFS is actually pulling in quite a bit of cloud cover next Monday morning, and that's not good for solar eclipse viewing. But for now, I still think the sky will at least be partly sunny. And even though the GFS is depicting widely scattered showers and thunderstorms around here next Monday morning, I don't think we're going to have rain. But it is something that we'll keep an eye on. The GFS, there's still quite a bit of model uncertainty and inconsistency out here. Highs look like they'll be around the 102 to 106 range. It does look like it's going to be more humid, though. Here's Tuesday, the 22nd. High pressure over the southern plains, troughing along the west coast. Perhaps some Pacific shortwave energy starts to interact with the moisture as well for an enhancement of shower and storm activity, but at least a slight chance of storms will be with us through the period. And then this is the end of the forecast period. Wednesday, the 23rd. High pressure still same place, southern plains and broad southerly. Maybe the flow aloft turns a bit more southwesterly at this point, but with the troughing nearby, can't completely rule out the possibility of at least isolated showers and storms. The one thing you don't notice on this run of the GFS is any sort of hurricane or tropical storm action anywhere on the map. All right, let's look at temperatures through the period. This is coming off of the National Weather Service blend product. Look at this. Temperatures staying below normal through at least the next few days, getting back up toward around normal by the weekend. But look at those overnight lows down in the 70s in most spots. That's pretty nice. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video comes back here tomorrow morning. Thanks as always so much for watching. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe to us so that whenever we put a brand new one up there, you'll get the notifications, hopefully. Otherwise, be safe out there and have a great Monday.